would have thought that the share market is in a bit of a bubble at the moment. This is going to help to perhaps burst that, won't it?
I don't know. Actually, let's be honest, because things are going, pretty crazy out there because there's so much free money being printed by governments here and in the United States and in Europe. And so whenever there's free money, what you tend to find is markets go up and go up big time. So what you've seen overnight is a company called T. Rowe Price has basically come out and said that it thinks Tesla's share price, which remember right now is worth more than Ford, Chrysler and Daimler-Benz combined. And yet it makes literally less than 10% of the cars that they make. And so the truth of the matter is that this is all in many ways highly speculative based on the future expectations. Now, the interesting thing is that Elon Musk overnight has also indicated that he is now prepared to take cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, to buy Tesla cars. He's been promising this for some time, and overnight he's basically come out and said, right, that's it. We are going to start accepting Bitcoin. I'm going to buy more Bitcoin. Bitcoin, of course, is all a part of this. So it really is quite fascinating to see exactly what's taking place here with the markets.
Yeah, speaking of speculative, it doesn't come much more speculative than cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. But has it got some kind of legitimacy now? I mean, it's hard to see any central banks ever taking this on board as a central bank
Central
currency.
banks hate it, right? So central banks completely hate it. Our Reserve Bank says it's not a real thing, it's not going to happen, all that type of thing. Yeah. And yet I get cryptocurrency. If I was living in an oppressed regime right now and had some wealth, in the old days, you'd swallow diamonds or try and get gold to get across the border. Yeah. These days, you simply Gmail to yourself a cryptocurrency code, it'll turn up on the other side of the world, however you get there, and bingo, your wealth is there when you arrive.
Brilliant.
So I kind of get that. So say, for example, someone such as Mark Carnegie in Australia, really well-known investor, he's now going out and setting up a new cryptocurrency fund. He's done it from his holiday home in Madagascar. He's on his way back to Australia to come and explain all of this. But he says with the amount of money that's being printed in the world right now, that this is a significant danger for central banks and for governments.
Wow.
And at some point, people are going to go back to a hard currency. Now, traditionally, that would be gold, but the other aspect of this is it could very well be these types of cryptocurrencies.
Interesting.
Bitcoin, right now sitting just under $70,000, has gone up 6 times in the past 12 months.
And Bitcoin is only one of about 2,000 cryptocurrencies
there are so many of them
yeah.
around. And now you've got these NFTs. Have you watched these? Non-fungible tokens? Have you seen about this?
Do they exist?
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
are they physical?
So Jack Dorsey, the other day, the boss of Twitter, basically sold with blockchain on the back of it, the very first tweet that he ever made. The copy of that, the very first copy, went to somebody who bought it for more than $1 million US.
What are they going to do with it?
Right. Hold it as an investment, like a Bitcoin. It's a promise.
What, in a file in a computer?
Whatever.
Okay.
So it's the first copy of something. So you could do it, your first tweet, your first broadcast.
Oh, I'll sell it for $2 million.
Of course you could.
Contact me. I'll give you my email later.
NFT, watch that space.
Okay, NFT, I like it. Now, extraordinary pictures out of the Suez Canal. There's a container ship there that's blocking most of the world's trade of oil. What has this done to prices? All
right, so prices, this is the Ever Given ship that they're now trying to move, as you can see. Now, bear in mind that this is the major trading route between Asia and Europe. And so if this is stuck, you can imagine the line of ships that's behind it, all of them with goods and trade. And so while they can't move this ship, the Evergreen, the Ever Given, the problem is that not only have you got oil prices going through the roof, and they were up by about 5% overnight, and the reason for that is because that's where most of the oil goes through, from the Middle East into both Asia and also to Europe. Wow. So it's kind of stuck. So while that's there, the markets are likely to be lower off the back of that today.